Our next speaker is one of our founders of Zero Waste San Diego. I love Renee. She's worked very hard, working her hands-on at the landfill and then the greenery, and now she's the director. It just goes to show, if you hang in there, you can make it happen. I'm very happy to introduce Renee Robertson.
Thanks, Rick. Thanks, everyone. I'm tempted, based on those openings, to just throw my notes out here and really speak from the heart and passion, so I will try to incorporate it, but also try to hit on some really important things, because the city of San Diego, the 8th largest city, is showing that we can do this right, and we have some really exciting information to share. So hopefully you'll feel motivated. Eric already covered this. As Rick and Laura and some of the founding members taught me, you cannot talk about zero waste unless you talk about organics. And so I'm going to really focus today on what we've done with our organic waste recycling program. There's some key diversion strategies that were adopted in the city's 2015 Zero Waste Plan. This was adopted by council. It's been incorporated into our climate action plan. It's extremely important. I don't put these check marks up here to make it sound like we think we're done. I put them up there to show progress from 2015 to 2024 and to highlight something that's really important that we're still working on, which is the resource recovery facility. And that is in the works. And by in the works for government, you know that means another year or two. But am I loud enough? No, I like it. Okay, yes, props. This is really exciting. More to come on the resource recovery facility. So here's what I want to talk about today. The city of San Diego, thanks to decisive action from council members like Joe LaCava and our mayor, gave in the Environmental Services Department an astounding $21 million in ongoing budget to roll out organic waste recycling weekly, provide bins, provide kitchen pails, I almost forgot the term there, as an educational tool, and then to support a really massive education campaign. This resulted in 200 new organic waste routes citywide. And let me do, City of San Diego residents, who are our customers? All right, okay. I'm here for the feedback. I have my listening ears on as well. I'm really excited for your all involvement in what council member already described, which is our upcoming stakeholder process. So, we have really a lot of hats. We service 285,000 different residents, mostly single family homes. We operate a landfill. We operate a household hazardous waste transfer facility. We operate the Miramar Greenery, which most of you know I'm a composter at heart, and I'm very proud of that facility. But this was a massive change across the city, and we delivered 213,000 brand new green containers, 281,000 kitchen pails, which are a key education component. How many of you guys are using your kitchen pail? Okay, I'm using mine. I have other stuff as well. And I really want to focus on something here. I don't have the slide because it's a little difficult to understand unless I spend a lot of minutes describing it. You can do these programs and you can focus on equity and you can address disparities when you do these programs. And the Environmental Services Department and all of us that worked on this are probably going to look back and be not only proud about the tons that came out, but proud that we addressed and went straight to communities that did not have any service whatsoever first when we rolled out our green bin program. And what we saw was amazing reception of this. So these are underserved communities, communities that when you look at the climate equity index score lowest, that are going to have the largest climate impacts experience, such as the ones that we just were helping to clean up after the massive floods. Those are the communities that got this program first. Yes, thank you. We're really proud of that. And it's working. San Diego's doing it. You guys, I love tonnage, I love data. This slide shows, if you compare 3 months, July, August, September, from 2022 to where we were in this upcoming year after we rolled out, you see a distinct decline in the trash tonnage and an incline in the organic waste tonnage. So you're comparing the gray bars to the green bars. It's 3,000 tons a month. We've collected over 81,000 tons of organic waste in this program in just its first year of rollout, which not everybody even had the service at that point. So it can be done. And you might think, because I know I have some critics in this room, well, it's dirty. It's not. You can do these programs and you can keep the material clean. And we are showing that every day, and we are always talking to other jurisdictions, saying that. Now you have to commit to education, and you have to commit to expectation of your customers and circling back with them and saying, hey, whoops, look what you did. That's not okay. So as we move from rollout and education into more of an education and eventual enforcement, please know and hear that we're really focused on keeping this material clean, because the last thing that we want to do is spread plastic all over California. So the majority of the city service customers were receiving organic waste bins. It looked like this. We had our teams walking, raise your hand team, I know you guys were all there, walking for 8 months straight in the field, walking along, answering questions as they came up. So even though we'd flyered people, thank you, flyered people multiple times, and there was a citywide marketing campaign, which most of you hopefully saw, we still wanted to be there to answer individual residents' questions. We did this in 4 different languages. We're really proud of that. Again, you can get to new customer bases or to historically left behind communities by engaging and thinking thoughtfully about how to deliver messaging that they will receive. And we measured this as well. So I have sentiment surveys, and I can tell you about all those things. Our haulers, so we have a non-exclusive franchise system like the County of San Diego as well, basically mirrored our rollout and tapped into our citywide marketing campaign and habit change campaign. And so they're wrapping up some right sizing of service levels. That takes time with the non-exclusive system, but they're also starting to see some big diversion numbers, and we're really excited about that. We do have de minimis waivers. These are for small businesses that are not going to generate organic waste. Some great examples: a laundromat, small auto shop. Those are the types. We have about 350 plus waivers that have been approved. And this is a cost saving. This is really important after COVID to support our small businesses. These are locally owned small businesses that do need to address monthly costs at every opportunity. Self-haul and on-site composting. I think we're really proud of what we can do. We can always do more in this realm, but we've created carve-outs in the municipal code, carve-outs in our franchise system to support certified material recyclers, as we call them, to support on-site composting and to allow residents to notify us, hey, I want to compost this myself, or I'm a part of a community compost hub and I'm going to take it there, or I'm being serviced by one of our compost collection collectives, and we now track that, and then we work with the hauler to make sure that that requirement for that service level is modified. So here's our marketing campaign. Do you guys see it? Okay, great. All right, good. Well, we're really proud of it. Greener San Diego is just a toss away, and it's really true. I mean, we're starting to see the material come out. We've really talked about starting small in this process. People have the yuck factor. I know nobody in this room has that problem because you guys all get all of it in there, right? Meats, bones, fish heads. Yes, thank you. But for everyone else who this is newer to, we want them starting with their yard waste, starting with coffee grounds, vegetable trimmings, things that aren't going to produce maggots or other things that can really turn somebody off to the program, because we want high participation levels. As Eric already said, you can give people a bin and you can drive a truck by their house all day. What you need to do is change hearts and minds to get them to put their food waste from the trash into that green bin. And this team's figured out a really great way to partner with some experts and do that. So these are examples of our marketing campaign. Again, bilingual, multilingual, and billboards across San Diego, generating 88 million impressions. We had 142 workshops. We participated in 43 different community events. We had tables. We were there answering questions and getting into the communities as they got their green bin. Also, we had about 6 different YouTube videos in different languages. This was really to address kind of cultural differences, and they were produced with the eye and mind and understanding that people connect with this topic in different manners. So you'll see different focus points in each of these videos. They're still available on our website. We developed 1 million different copies of printed materials. We had a letter announcing the program, a multi-page color guide telling people how to use the program, and then finally a little insert reminding them, okay, your green bin's here. You probably forgot the other 2 months of stuff that we've sent you, so here's this last minute thing, and hopefully that's on everybody's fridges, reminding you what can go in. And we really were focused on positive messaging, a positive impression for this program. I still need to get the media on board with that positivity, so hopefully you guys can all help. But people respond better. Most of us, when we're doing large habit change, respond better to positivity around it, right? So that's why we're focused on. San Diego's doing this. You really are. And we can keep doing it, and we can do more. Edible food recovery is perhaps, I think, one of the most unique and exciting aspects of SB 1383. The City of San Diego's food waste composting program has always had a focus on not just composting and diversion, but on getting large venues connected and doing edible food donation. The San Diego, many of you hopefully know, the San Diego Convention Center, I think the airport, local universities have been participating in food donation for over a decade. It's before it was really talked about. And these programs have champions here in San Diego, and we're really proud and excited of them. We're doing site visits. We're down into the Tier 2 visitors next, and we're doing some webinars and webinars and workshops. Thank you for them. My favorite topic, the Miramar Greenery. So this is the city's operated compost facility. It's the largest in the region. It's been handling food waste for basically 2 decades now, and showing that you can take food waste from large, back of the house, churn and burn operations like Petco Park, Point Loma Nazarene University, my alma mater, and you can make good high quality compost product with it. Now we make a base product. I know there's some other compost producers in here that make much better blends and mixes, but we're focused on that base commodity product. And this is all done locally. So the material comes in from 30 miles max, and it goes right back out within 30 miles. And that is probably really close to that definition of local recycling and circular economy. We're building an organics processing facility, and we've secured an iBank loan, which is a brand new funding source for these types of government facilities, $70 million facility. It's going to basically enhance all of the environmental controls, which are really important. There's been new environmental regulations, and we want to really address and ensure that stormwater is managed appropriately. And we've been piloting and doing aerated static pile systems for quite some time now. And last, it's one of the weird materials, right? But I love organics, but mattresses, right? There are these weird materials out there, and you have to develop programs and give people access to do the right thing. Otherwise, as we know, they'll end up in the alley. So we're really excited to announce that we've opened a mattress recycling depot. I don't know how it got named depot. We're not good at naming things. We've hired somebody to help us with naming things, and amongst many other things. So it's open. We're participating in the Bye Bye Mattress site. It's only open Monday through Friday right now because it's co-located at the Household Hazardous Waste Transfer Facility, but we're working on, in the next 2 years, opening those facilities in conjunction. It's a permitting feat where they both operate Monday through Saturday. So when you have lithium-ion batteries, you can do the right thing with them. And when you have a mattress, you can also do the right thing with it. Right now, 6,000 different units have been dropped off and collected, and that's a significant amount of landfill space, and those are going to be recycled. And finally, I get the opportunity to stand up here, and it's honestly humbling and exciting to be here in this role with San Diego, in the 8th largest city, doing the things that we get to do. But the people that do the programs every day are our city employees, and we are so lucky in ESD to have dedicated public servants that are willing to walk 8 months in rain, hailstorms, with various levels of threatening dogs and very unique interactions that can exist across San Diego. So thank you to our ESD employees. If you guys can join me in a round of applause for them.